Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Intuitive Clarity with yours truly, Allison Nichols. Capricorn, this is going to be a February tarot forecast. And do keep in mind that it is a general forecast. So if it doesn't resonate with you, always check out your moon and rising sign. While I'm shuffling the cards, Capricorn, I would like to invite you to get your own personal intuitive clarity reading. Click on the email link below, and I'll be happy to schedule a time that is convenient for both of us. Also, the new aromatherapy collection is out at my candle boutique, so you can click on the intuitiveclaritycandles.com link below, and also the coupon code is down there as well. All right. So let's see, darn it, what is going on for Capricorn? Cards are flying. For February 2020. Holy cow. 2020. And of course, we will do numerology and clarification. Okay, Capricorn, let's do some numerology. 3. Okay, you're going into the month of February with the energy of 3. All right, and that can be fabulous because it's very spiritual. It is a time where you can actually get a lot of insight, prayer, meditation. It's a real good time to do that. It's a good time to do that anyway, but in the power of 3, the month of, or the energy of 3, you're actually quite in tune to it, maybe a little bit more than normal. Also, it is a time to bring new things into your life, new people, new opportunities, new business situations. So, and it can also be when you bring in new family members or new social life or social activity. All right, so let's do some clarification, Capricorn. Lovely little Capricorns. Okay, so in week 1, I get my Page of Cups. Aww. All right, which is out of the Fairy's Journey that I created. It's my personal tarot deck that I created, and there's a link below for that as well. So I get my Page of Cups, and I get information coming, which pages bring information, right? So on week 1, there is some emotional information that is coming to you. Of course, we're going to do some more clarification. So, and because it is cups, it is more emotional than it would be, like social, business-wise or financial-wise. So this could be, friends that are close to your heart that you consider to be family. Cups are usually around family. All right. But they don't have to be blood family. They could be, someone you consider to be family. So there is some information coming to you this first week that is emotional. Week 2, I get my 2 of Wands. That's straight up upside down. And I do get the Clover. And they are both reversed. So there is some type of a partnership here in week 2 that you might feel is being a bit not what you expected or not what you wanted, not how you thought it would be, okay? You might be having a hard time moving forward with this partnership, whatever that is. It is Wands. So it could be social or it could be career, all right? But either way, it is some type of partnership, all right? So you might not be able to feel that you're moving forward, particularly with this, with a partnership in week 2. It doesn't mean that it's negative. It just could be that's how it's supposed to be. Week 3, I do get my King of Fire, all right, or King of Wands reversed, on top of the tree, which is the blossoming tree, which is reversed. So this could be about a fire sign. It absolutely could. Oftentimes, my King of Wands is about someone who is business related. It could be a businessman. It could be your boss if it's your career. If you're in school, it could be a teacher or whatever. It looks like week 3, there might be a little something going on here that you are not feeling is healthy. Okay. So it could be and it could be this partnership here that you decided, you know what, this is not a healthy partnership. So you might be deciding to pull back from that in some form. Okay. Week 4, I do get my 10 of Swords, and then I get my golden ring reversed, which this is some type of a commitment here. It looks like there is an ending to some type of a commitment. Now, that doesn't mean that it's negative. It could be this is a commitment that you wanted to end. Perhaps it's hit its end. There's a closure to it. There's a finishing point. And it doesn't have to be negative at all. It could be very positive. It would be like you committed to a 30-year mortgage and you just wrote that last check, right, on that 4th week. So that you have no more commitment to the bank. The home is yours, kind of thing. Okay, so it can be something positive, as well as there could be some type of a committed relationship that is, you've decided needs to come to a close. Remember, we were talking about that partnership on week 2 and then week 3, where you might have decided that maybe there is somebody in your world that it's time for you to pull back on. Perhaps this just is not working. So it's time for you to take a step back and reevaluate. So let's do some more clarification here. For my lovely Capricorns. Yeah. Okay, so week 1, I do get my 5 of Wands reversed, all right, which is choosing not to argue, choosing not to fight, choosing not to have discord, all right, or removing yourself in some form. This seems to be the plot for the month, I'm trying to tell you. So there's some information that is a bit emotional in week 1 that, you might choose that this is not a battle I want to fight. Okay. So it could be that it's not necessarily the most positive information, but you are choosing to not combat it, okay? Or perhaps you just throw your hands up and say, well, that's on them. There's nothing I can do about it. I've done the best I could, kind of thing, okay? I'm not even going to fight back. I'm not even going to respond back. So if someone sends you some information that perhaps you're not real happy about, you might just decide, you know what, I'm just ignoring it. I'm not going to respond. Which most of the time, that is the best thing to do until you have your feelings intact, so that you don't respond in a way that you can't take back, right? Week 2, I get my 7 of Pentacles, so working towards something, waiting to reap the rewards. Remember, there is some type of a partnership here. So perhaps you were working towards this partnership, but for whatever reason, you have decided that, you know what, I'm putting more into it than they are, kind of thing, right? I'm standing back, I'm waiting for them to come to me, kind of thing, perhaps. So if there was something going on week 1 with, there was some information that came to you that was a bit upsetting, and, you decided, you know what, I don't want to fight the fight. I'm going to wait. I'm just going to sit back and wait and see, how this all comes about. I'm not going to make any moves. I'm just going to wait, which oftentimes is smart to do. And then week 3, I have my wish card, okay? So It looks like things, honestly, with these last 2 weeks, with these two cards next to each other. Sorry, my dog is distracting me. With these two cards next to each other, Capricorn, it this wish card and this sitting back and waiting. Okay, it looks like things are kind of starting to turn here, right? Like you definitely made the right decision to just hold off. Okay. You might not wish for this to be the way it is, okay? But you also might not know just quite yet. You might not be able to see just quite yet that it actually is for the best, all right? Week 3, I do get my 10 of Cups reversed, which is usually, the family happiness, a couple of 10s here in week 4, in the end of February. So this isn't over yet, okay? This I do believe could have something to do with family. All right. So even though you feel up here at the very beginning of week 4 that it's over, it's at an ending, there's still love here. Okay. It just could be the way that relationship is ending, but it doesn't mean the relationship has ended. It just could be the way you're dealing with each other has ended in some form. And it probably needed to happen with what I'm looking at here. Okay. It doesn't have to be, dramatic or traumatic. It could just, it does appear like this is as it should be so that you can be happier. All right. Sometimes, we need to remove things. We need to end things in order to fulfill our personal happiness so that we can be better for those around us who depend on us, who want to be there for us, So oftentimes, that is the catalyst that makes you stand up or sit back, and think, you know what, I really do in this situation need to put my needs and my happiness first. All right, so let's keep going here. One last clarification card. Yeah. It's good. It's all good. Okay, so this is definitely in week 1. This is someone that is near and dear to your heart, that you are getting information from or about, or you are sending information out to. You're choosing not to fight because you love, okay? Even though, there might be a bit of discord, a bit of, upsetting news coming to you, you still love, there's still love there. And, it doesn't mean just because you choose not to fight that fight or you're picking your battles, it doesn't mean that you don't love, okay, that you don't love them in general. Week 2, I do get the birds, which is gossip and, a bit of negative nitpicking kind of thing, okay? And remember, we were talking about this partnership here, and you're sitting back and perhaps you're waiting for that to change, and this nitpicking, you're waiting for that to stop, okay? Or you're waiting for the chaos to go away. You're just going to sit back and hold off and not respond. This also is a warning to tell you to sit back and not respond. Don't fight back. Don't nitpick, Let them be them and you be you, all right? You can't control what they do or say, and they can't control you, okay? Kind of thing. Week 3, things are coming out here in week 3. There is nothing hidden. I get the snake in the grass. There is nothing hidden. You actually want things to be out. you don't want things hiding, okay, that you don't understand, that's confusing to you. You actually want the truth to come out in week 3, okay? And it appears that you might be getting your wish here, all right? Because on week 4, I get my wish card. So with all of this together, with all of these 10s, you know, which are a lot of endings, all right? Believe it or not, you're going to get your wish here, okay? You might not have known that this was the best thing for you, but if you sit back and think about it, you might realize that it actually was. This actually is what needed to happen, all right? So, whew, exhausting. That's what I have for you, Capricorn, for the month of February. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more cards and see how you're feeling going into the month of March. Just know that, you know, any information that you are getting with someone, you know, with an affair to the heart, even though you might want to come at them, you might want to just hold back and wait. Let them, you know, do what they do. And that will tell you also that everything that you need to know. Actions always speak louder than words, right? And when you're in the midst of conflict, your words often are impulsive. And so it's not necessarily how you feel. You're just kind of throwing it back because they hurt you, so now you're going to hurt them back. And then they're going to do it again. And it just goes on and on and on. This week 4, you might decide, I'm putting a stop to all of this. I wish to not argue with you. I wish to not have conflict with you. So I choose to remove myself. And that, in turn, makes you healthier, you know, and happier. And it also gives you some time to reflect and decide, well, you know, maybe they were right here, but I was right there, you know, kind of thing. So, Capricorn, let's see how you're feeling going into the month of March. Okay. You get your oats back, my love. Oopsie. Okay, so I have my 3 of Swords reversed, my King of Swords, which this can be an air sign. It usually designates Libra, but it could be Aquarius or Gemini. And then I also get my 9 of Wands, which is moving forward, you know, just taking your battle wounds and moving forward, because you are a little upset here, you know, and watch your words, because swords are about communication. They're also about thoughts, but they're about communication. So, you know, watch your words, take the higher road, okay? So moving into March, my advice to you is don't let the previous hurt dictate how you move forward, okay? Take the higher road. Don't go down to their level, okay? Make them come up to yours, is my advice in the month of March. All right, Capricorn. Whew, that's what I have for you for February 2020. I do want to thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing, and being so loyal. I enjoy you guys so gosh darn much. You guys have no idea. I just dig it when you like and you share and you know, you tell me I was right on. That just, oh my God, that's just amazing to me. When I hit somebody there where I was able to help somebody, that makes me feel so good. It makes me want to keep doing it. If you want your own reading, click on the links, click on all the links below. Definitely check out the aromatherapy collection. It's quite pretty. I have the energy cleanser burning behind me, and it is so wonderful. It does. It makes you feel really refreshed. All right. So that's enough. All right. So thank you. I want you to have a fabulous February, Capricorn. And until we meet again in March, I'm always sending loving energy your way. Bye-bye.